Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Team X. Okay, I currently work at Traxo Synergy. It's a tech startup where we have highly skilled programmers, great thinkers. Okay, so I was asked to do a video on how I did, on how I was able to achieve this prototype. So just to take notes, I also added a preloader to the prototype. So we have something like this. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to be needing this color here. So let's just create. I copied it already. So just copy. All right. So let's create a new file. I'll go with 1920 and 1920. So let's just maximize the screen. So we want to name our artboard. So we know just make sure that it's all clean and stuff. So let's paste our color. Remember we copied our color. Let's paste it and put it on the paste board there. Okay. So now I made use of three font size. Okay, so let's select on the artboard, then make the appearance this view. Or we decide to just come here, add the color, and sorry about that. Just plus the color, okay, and delete this. So we don't really need that, but just to keep that there, just make sure we're all good. Okay, so it's D. This is like a fictional company. I don't know any company called this sound. I just woke up one day and I just want to do something. Okay, so D, duplicate. I hold my Alt key and drag down. Sound. Other Toxico. That was the name of the other font. And this should be the color. This is the color. Here you go. Okay. So you can on your grid to know, see how far. If we want it at the middle. Yeah. Okay, so now if you look at the former design we did, which I think, okay, I still have it. There is this line there. We need that line. We need to get a line. So there are like two shades there. Okay, back to our project. Okay, so I draw my first line. And this color, this should be the color. Let's give it that color. Now increase the stroke size. All right. Now I copy. No, let's name the line. Let's say reloader 1. Then copy and paste. Let's say preloader line. So let's copy and paste the line. Control C, Control V, obviously. Okay. Let's reduce the top layer. Let's reduce the line and change the color to something like this. Something like this. Maybe like color medium. Maybe color medium. Okay. Okay, so we have design for that. So now for this line to be able to move to this end, we need to connect two different artboards together and prototype it using timing. Yeah, using timing. So let's duplicate the artboard and see. Or we should design everything first, right? Okay, let's design everything first. Okay, so going to the next, just duplicate my artboard basically. Still same alt and drag. So let me name it like main one, main one. Okay. Why even duplicate? Prototyping, it's really sensitive. Like you, when you when you want to prototype, make sure that every element that, if you want your elements to work in a smart way, make sure that every element, you don't change, you don't rename it, or you don't change its group before, you don't ungroup it and do other stuff. Like you don't want to compromise the connection between the artboard. Just want to make sure that, let me name this logo. Just want to make sure that, like, I can't come to this place, then this logo, I can't come here changing it to another thing. When you change it, when you are doing a smart, when you are doing an auto animate, it's going to compromise your auto animate. It's not going to work as it should. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So main #1. So we want to carry this to this place. So let's on our grid. It's just me pressing Ctrl Shift. I think double quote. That should work. Or you just double click on your artboard and just on your grid layout. That's that. So my grid layout is 12 column. Yeah, let's just leave it like that for me. Okay, I have anything in particular to do with that. So it's there. Let's put our logo this point. Right. Okay. I'm gonna bring it up down a little bit. Bring down a little bit. Okay. So next thing we have is, okay, let's offer grid. So next thing we have is signature. Let's take it to the menu and sound. Now I made use of another font called Sophia Pro. This one is called Pahagia, something like that. This other one is called Toxico. Okay, so Sophia Pro. I think extreme bold, extra bold, black. Right. Increase that there. I think we could reduce the line spacing between. Yeah. Or maybe not. I was just thinking it's just too far from each other. Let's continue. Alright, so let's just keep that. Okay, I just centralized it. So we have that. There's this plugin I have called Icon 48. Icon 4. Yeah, Icon 4. So I need the headset stuff. And the headset stuff. And let me make use of this. So let's to click on okay, let's change the color to this. Yeah, okay. All right, so we definitely have a circle. Pitch down, just Control Shift. This, what's the name of this? I think curly phrases. Yeah, on Windows that should work. Takes your layer up and down. Control Shift, up, Control, up, Control back. Curly braids works. So let's take it back down a little. Then remove the border, and this is the color we need to use exactly. Sorry, it's taking too much time. And I draw normal line across. I centralize it, of course, and I increased width, and I give it the same color to this, and I did Control Shift. You send the layer down, that's Control, now Control curly brace. So okay, now hamburger menu that we did in a unique way. That stuff is really easy. Let me make it two. Let me make it call. Let's see. Okay, this should like work for us, right? Okay, so we have this. Let's group it and we see how it works. I really enjoyed prototyping that stuff because it was like really funny. So we have, what do we have in our menu? Let's check. What do we have in our menu? Oh, can we check? Let's just see. Home, sample, contact us, about us, and let's go back. Okay, we have home. Really, I've just copied. Hold on, wait, let's type. Sample, about us, contact us. Okay. So take note, this is like a fictional company. Thank you. This is, the company is not real. It's not real. Okay, so I just, for you to equally centralize the spacing between your object text, this distribute horizontally to years should work. It should work perfectly. So I can scale anyhow I want. Then with that, I just centralize it. So let's scale this down a little bit. Then it's too thick. So let's put it at regular or even light. That's why I enjoy using family, font family. Just you have access to different weights of your font. Okay, so already have this. So we just want to centralize that with the logo a little. And when you're doing a prototype like this, ensure that you have space, you have breathing space for the element. So make sure it reading and stuff. Just saying simplicity is key, right? Okay, so I turn on my grid to make sure that this hamburger menu aligns to like the left area. So let's off it, double click and click on checkout layer. So okay, now remember, okay, I think we should start prototyping. Let's check, let's confirm. Okay, then let's just close this stuff and let's start prototyping. Okay, so really easy stuff. Okay, let's start with the hamburger menu. How did I do that? Simple. So what I did was that I turned this into a component. Control K, or you right click and select make component. Really, I can't see it. Or you just click on this plus sign here. Simple as that. Okay, never had to press there before. Like it's just Control K. It's Control K. Okay, so now if you observe the I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, let's just do it. The former prototype, the prototype I did was when you click on this menu should just seamlessly slide out like this. Alright? Okay, let me tell you how you can achieve that. So now we have a default state, right? Okay, now that default state, it's required that, let me cut this stuff. Now inside, double click on the default state. When you're in the default state, paste. Now make sure that you have your menu in like on your default state. Now when you do that, let's increase the spacing between them a little. Yeah, okay, when you're in that state and you have your menu inside the state, now do something like this. Aha, you see that? Now make it faint, and maybe even drag the whole stuff. Let's increase the opacity a little so we can see what we are doing. Drag it to that point. Okay, now let's take away all the opacity. Now we create another state called hover state. Okay, now that hover state, I don't really want it to be that special. I just want it to be that when it's been hovered on, there's feedback. It's when it comes to user experience, feedback is it's really important. So it dims a little. So we just dim it a little when it's been hovered on. Let's say this way. Just like it should work. This should work. Okay, now we have this. Now let's see. So I didn't change it back to default state. Let's see. Right, okay, so that's like the feedback. And I also want that feedback to come with something like this, that it just comes out small, but not like a lot, just a little. So it gives the user that impression of something is going to happen when there's something is about to happen. So try clicking it. See, does that. Okay, so let's highlight. Now let's create another state that's a click state now from the hover. That When it's been clicked on, let's say click it. When it's been clicked on, I want you to do something for me. I want it to be that you come outside and your opacity goes up until far away from the hamburger menu. Thank you. I still want my spacing and I want it to be equally distributed. Thank you. Okay, go to your prototype. Now let's open our layer. Let's group these three hamburger lines. Wait, let's do something. Let's go back to our default state. Open your component. This was something I was supposed to do from like the initial state, but okay, it's still gonna work. Group this three layer, like okay, call it hamburger menu. Okay, so that should work well. Let's confirm our hover state. Is it still intact? Yes. Our click state is it still intact? Yes. Okay, so now let's go to our prototype. From the hover state, double click on the grouped element. See why we had to group it. So if you click on any circumference like related to, that is close to the hamburger menu that we just grouped, it's going to respond. So you double click on that, then click that arrow, yeah, on tap. I want it to auto animate and I want it to go to click state. I want it to ease out and I want it to be at least 3 points. Hey, let's see 4 seconds, 3.4 seconds. If that's not too much, because we don't really want to, then press escape, then go back to your default and let's test it. Let's test it and see. So control enter or you just press your play button. Then see. Okay, now we need to do back state. So from that click state, I want it to be that from this click state, let's go to our prototype. When that same hamburger menu is being clicked on, hamburger icon, like the whole thing is the menu, but the icon is being clicked on, it should go back to my default state at that same second. So let's go and see. All right. Awesome. Nice. Okay. All right. So this should work for us. Now let's come to this state. Like a little, not really difficult. It's just simple logic. So obviously I thought like everything was a component. Should I group this? Should I? Okay, no. Let's not group it. Should we? Yeah, we have to group it. Definitely. So you group this. I feel like, let's just say play. Pause. Button. Okay. Let's say music loader 1. We're going to be creating another music loader. That's the one that's gonna go through, that's just gonna like explode. Let's say explode, like come out. It's just gonna come out, fade out when we click on the play icon on the headset icon. All right, how do we do that? It's easy. So you just make everything component. First of all, we should do something. Let's copy and paste that music loader icon. Bring it to display. I just want it there. Okay. Something is not right. Oh, okay. So just the copy and paste the icon. Yeah, I'll call it music loader 2 because it's just gonna be like at the top layer. Let's drag it to this. Want it down, so it should be like here. Okay, and it's going to be this color, obviously. So and we want to reduce. I hold my shift and alt key and drag inside. We can always just highlight everything and align it, make sure it's aligned. Okay, let's prototype. I'm going to need something else. Should I be now this inner icon, let's copy and paste it too. Let's drag it down. Okay, now we want just border. I want that border to be this color. Now when this button is being hovered on, I want it to like come out like this. Okay, so obviously it's gonna be on the like at back, so when you hover on it, it just comes out like it's breathing. Let's say okay, so let's just keep it like that. And then you need to delete it still. All right, so let's see. It's still feedback. I don't want to I don't want the feedback to be the color of this stuff getting dimmer. No, because I'm making it to like blend with this line here. So I want the feedback to be something else that is not that. So I had to improvise to make sure that it works. So let's just prototype this stuff and make it work. So let's highlight our icons and just create components or Control K. Okay, so first thing first, we need the hover state. We need the hover state. We need the hover state. And there is this, and from the prototype, okay, let's calm down. Okay, let's go to prototype. We don't want hover state to be from all like the button. Okay, I know what we're going to do here. Delete this hover state. Now, from the prototype itself, let's do something. Let's make something work. I did not do this like in my own, but I just want us to make this stuff work. Let's like create normal state. Now go to your prototype. You double click on this icon here, then click on it and set it to on hover. I want it to go to okay, another state. Let's create another state and call that state let's just name this state hover state. It's gonna be different because we are only putting reference on this icon here, that when it's been hovered on, I want it to come out. I want that stuff to come out. So we already wrote it, we already like did it. Yeah, on hover, I want it to go to hover state. It's as simple as that. And I want it to be auto animate. Nice. And let's say 5 seconds. I really want to enjoy the flow. Okay, so let's escape. Let's try and see. It's not working because this hover state, we've not set it. We've not set the inner eclipse to come out. See why we have to rename it eclipse 2. Let's just put inner at the outer, just to make sure it's there. So on hover, let's come out a little bit. All right, so that should work for us. So just escape and go to your set default. Let's play and see. Now see, it's like what? Okay. Now we want to create like a click state. Click state. So let's like create another state and call it click state. Now that click state, I want two things to happen. That I want it to be that when it's being clicked on, when this state, when this button is being clicked on, our preloader, our loader, our music loader, the upper loader, like comes out. So let's set that. So on click, I want it to just like come out like this. Okay. Okay. So that's that. So from this hover, let's go to prototype. Now double click on our button here, then click on the arrow and say on click, I want you to take me to my click state. All right, and let's do from click state. On click state, I want you to go back to my default state. Okay. Now on click state, from hover state, I want the hover state when it's being clicked on, going to the click state. I want it to trigger something for me, sound. So we just come to action. I just plus my action, audio playback, and I set it to like new file, South African jam. I'm a Nigerian, but I enjoy South African jam. It's actually I just enjoy their style of music. Enjoy their style of music. Okay, so that's that. Let's test our prototype. And something else. Okay, something else. So from the hover state, when it's been clicked on, that's our. Let's check our prototype. When it's been clicked on, going to the, I want it to be like as long as possible, like 5 seconds. The maximum is 5 seconds, I guess. So I was, if it was possible that Adobe XD implemented something like, okay, I want the transition to relate to the time of, to like reference to the time at which the music, like the music length, that is the rate it will be loading. Like I don't know if you understand, but if they could do something like that, that's like gonna be awesome. So as the music is playing, it's just line is just coming out, coming out, coming out. So, but I guess it's just one step at a time. All right. So I want to increase the stroke of this. Something might go okay, but let's just continue. Let's play our prototype and see. Okay, sorry, my desktop audio sound is off, so you did not hear that. But there's a problem. There's a problem. Something is not right here. Now, the click state is supposed to still have that line, this line, yeah. But I don't know why that line is going up. I don't know why it's going up. So I think we're going to have to like redo that state and see what the problem is. So let's like add a new state and call it click state. Yeah. So the click state, I want it to be that music loader line comes out. Yeah. And let's just make from default state, let's increase the stroke of the outer click like 2, so it's big enough. Okay, so I have the click state. This is what we have at the click state. The click state. Okay, let's do something else in the click state. In the click state, I want it to be that when it's being clicked on, I want an extra eclipse. Yeah, just come out. But let's opacity. Reduce the opacity a little bit. So we have something like this. So from over, let's create this and tap. Take me to eclipse state. Let's just leave the duration at 1 second. Thank you. I can't. Alright, so let's return our prototype to default state before playing it. Let's time. Okay, so we did not activate our sound. Let's just go to hover state and click. I want an action to be performed to activate an South African jam. Okay. So let's test our prototype. Let's take it back to our hover state and see. And click. Works perfectly. Then from that click state, you can take it back to and click, taking back to my default state. And should not like up to 1 second. Okay, 2.4 seconds should work perfectly. So let's see. So now there's something else. Our line. So if you observe, as I did, the sound has this line, this strike through. Okay, so what I did was I converted the sound to a path. I double clicked on it, then there's this path line. I just carried it through like this. I stumbled on a video that taught me how to convert Adobe text to path. So I wanted to do something with that, so I just had to do this stuff. So this was like what I did with it. Okay. So let's take this back to our default state. Okay. So as for our preloader here, let's duplicate our preloader. Let's bring this one back. Let's say from now I want to connect two artboards together. For this artboard, I want it to be that okay, it's up to like to the full, and this guy, let's take it back. Almost it's not noticeable. Alright, so that should work for us. Okay, so from here, let's click prototype, join to artboard together, auto animate, preloader, like it's going there. Of course, that's the destination. Then I want it to be like last for at least 3 seconds should work for us. Yeah, so let's play. On time, forgot to set the trigger. What should trigger it on time? Let's say 2 seconds. It should be triggered. Or 1 second. 1 second should be triggered. Okay. And let's do from slow to fast. That's ease in. Yeah, it works. So this is lovely. Just did that far. It's simple, really. So from this point, yeah, I want it to trigger to this next artboard. No, not to this artboard. Let's duplicate this artboard as well. Yeah, it should trigger to the next artboard here. All right, so we should make that like it's gonna be easy, slow, fast. Let's do fast, slow, and I don't want it to be 3 seconds. I want it to be like 1 2 seconds. Okay, this is where I on my grid and just dislocate my elements, just take them away from their position, because we want to be like, we want to do a transition thingy in this, and this here we can double click on this and bring this path back to its like initial state. Typography students, this is your time to shine. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and we can bring it down a little and take this up a little and bring this down a lot. And okay, let's off our grid, Control Shift top coat. Now activate everything, reduce the opacity. So from here to here, from here to here, let's confirm, go to your prototype. From here to here, and the delay should be 0 seconds. Thank you. Let's put 0 seconds. Wait for 1 second. Okay, this is 1 second. Here is 0 seconds. Then from here, I want to go to this artboard. Still 0 seconds. Oh, into transition. Duration for the transition should be like 2. All right. So let's test our artboard and see. You see why I said we should not like temper with the logo. Now look at this. You see when thing load, like finish loading, like this stuff went up there, and that's like cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. Let's see again. Let's see there's a problem we need to solve. This stuff did not respond. Why is that? Why is that? Did it? Did not. I guess. Oh, it went outside. Okay, sorry. Let's bring it inside. Let's just take it down a little bit. Alright. So you always want to be naming your component so you know which one is not inside, which one is outside. But that's that for the video. Thanks for staying with me. I know this video is really long, but just thanks to those who stayed to the end. Yeah, thank you.